Hey guys, my name is Trollisher and this week I am here with my Venom review. I just wanted to start by saying I've seen what the critics have said about this movie and they haven't said good things, but I loved it. I really enjoyed it, and so did my friend Vitor, and so did a lot of people, because from what I've heard from the public opinion, people like this movie. And here is the reason why I digged it. So I always talk about this in my reviews, but it's the contrast between dark moments and comic moments. Let's say I'm an expert by now at reviewing superhero movies, because I do a lot of them. This had everything to be one of the darkest superhero movies yet, because of the nature of the character Venom. And it was dark in a lot of moments, but I loved how they managed to have some comedy moments in there as well. And that's something you need in these superhero movies, and they do it a lot with the Marvel Universe. Obviously this is kinda in the Marvel Universe. With DC they have tried to do it as well, have some comedy moments in there to really spice things up and get it to be more interesting. We're in this dark or action-packed movie sequence, and then we get these comedy moments to change things up, and this movie did a great job with those moments, in my opinion. Probably the best point about this movie is the Venom-Eddie relationship. By the way, Tom Hardy as a actor, loved him. He's a great actor in my opinion. I loved Eddie Brock and Venom together. Their relationship was magical. How we got this dark Venom at the beginning, and then as they got to know each other, we got to see Venom be funny sometimes. We got to see him say some jokes, or be lighter than what we think Venom is. And before I move into the second part of this video, I want to say this movie also did a great job of leaving options for Venom 2, for a possible sequence in this small universe we might be getting. The post-credit scene got us a villain for the second movie, if there's ever a second movie, which I really want there to be. The ending was extraordinarily perfect. How it ended, and just with things wide open to be completed in a second movie. The story wasn't closed, even though we got some closure. There's still a lot that can be explored in a second movie, so they did a good job of balancing finishing this movie with a nice concrete ending, and then leaving some things opened for a second one. I really enjoyed that. This is the second part of this video. These are not spoilers, these are just nice things I believe you should know before watching this movie, because I am recommending you to go watch this movie. So before going, you should know a few things that I believe will make your experience better. And this might be considered small spoilers, I don't think they are, but if you don't want to hear anything about this movie, just click away right now and leave a like. Okay, so first, nice references. I love the references in this movie. We got a cool cameo, I'm not gonna say by who, but it surprised me because I didn't know if it was a thing that was gonna happen, and it did, so it surprised me. A very nice cameo. That's not spoiling anything. We got some DC references with a word they said. It's totally DC, and I like that. The same with a particular scene. I don't know if a lot of people noticed this, so I'm gonna describe it. So there's a scene where the camera is up here and Venom looks up and just screams. And you really remind me of the scene in Spider-Man 3, the last of the Sam Raimi trilogy, when Peter Parker went to the church and got rid of the Venom symbiote, is that how you say it? Yep. Basically how Eddie Brock became Venom in the first movie trilogy we got of Spider-Man. At the end of that scene, I clearly remember Eddie looking up as Venom and screaming, and he looked very similar to what we got in this movie. I believe they did it on purpose, maybe not, maybe it's just in my mind. But that's the cool things we can make up. If that's inside my mind, then I did a great job analyzing this movie. Another scene that to me was really similar to something in the past is the scene when Eddie Brock is at this lab. It's basically when he gets his powers, when he gets Venom inside his body. And that scene really reminded me of the Amazing Spider-Man, the first one with Andrew Garfield, when he goes to Oscorp and he gets in the lab and we see all those webs, and basically when he gets bitten inside the lab. That scene to me was really similar, how they were both in these labs looking around. It was kind of dark mood, just like in the Amazing Spider-Man scene, and then it happens and they get their powers. To me that was a really similar scene between this movie and the Amazing Spider-Man. If you see this movie, let me know if you agree with me. And last but not least, I just want to quickly talk about the two post-credit scenes. We got one that I already said opened up doors for the second movie with a new villain, and we got that villain kind of introduced, or hinted at least. And then we got another scene that was from a little Spider-Man movie coming out very soon. I hope that doesn't spoil it for you. I'm just gonna say it, I'm very sorry if I'm spoiling anything, but I love that they showed a snippet of the new animated Spider-Man movie that's coming out, and they showed that these movies are connected in a universe, and maybe in the future we can see Spider-Man join this small universe and we get the Spider-Man universe outside of the MCU, or maybe, who knows, Venom goes to the MCU and we see that this is indeed a part of the MCU. Maybe this was the second MCU movie after Infinity War. Maybe this is the movie right after Ant-Man and the Wasp, but we don't know it yet. We just think it's in another universe. Maybe it's not. Who knows? Also, small little thing. This movie happens in California, in San Francisco. Eddie Brock is in San Francisco, which I thought at the beginning of the movie, what? He's from New York with Peter Parker, and are they gonna really take him out of New York? But they actually explained that he was in New York and moved to San Francisco and gave reasons for that. So I liked it that they had it in another place, hinting that maybe this really can be a part of the MCU, because it's not like we are seeing New York that we have seen in Spider-Man Homecoming, New York that we have seen in other MCU movies. We're just seeing San Francisco, which I'm not sure if it has ever appeared in an MCU movie. Let me know if it has, because I'm not sure. There you go. I'm gonna give this movie an 8 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. Really think they did a great job. And screw the critics. I'm the best critic that is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and comment down below. Go and check my other channel, my gaming channel, in the description below. And for now, subscribe if you're new around here too. Maybe you can subscribe to this channel and my other channel. Do all of this, please. I love you. And for now, my name's Trollisher, and I'll see you next week. But remember, we are Venom. Bye guys! No, but for real, we are Venom.